Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will have the third lesson for Excel sheet, which is spreadsheet logic lesson. And logic always is talking about question which is have two answers, true or false, correct or not correct, yes or no. So today we will talk about some functions that we use them to double check a question if it's correct or not. For example, if I have a spreadsheet for student grades, and then I said if it's more than 50, the student he passed the class. If it's less than 50, he failed. So the question will be, is the grade greater than 50? If yes, pass. If no, fail. So this is the meaning of logic lessons, and this lesson will have about 26 titles. Again, when you take a lesson, anything that you like to check, you can check it from here. Like any example, just download it and then open it and then follow the same instructions from your book to work on it. Okay, for example, this is, let me zoom in a little bit. This is about the store, and this store, they have some quantity of stuff in the stock, and they have some orders. Okay, so we want to check if the things that we order is in the stock. If yes, order. If not, stop ordering, or don't order, or cancel the order. Which means you have a store, and yes, if I have, sorry for that, so if I have my order in the stock, I can send it to the customer, otherwise I have to cancel it. Okay, so let's work in this. This is called the if function, and if function, you can type it by yourself, like if. Okay, and remember, any equation should start with equal. So I can write it if, or I can go to the function, insert function from here. So this fx is where you can find all the functions for Excel sheet. Those are the most recent used functions that I use, but also there is a lot. Here it says all functions, so look how much functions we have. We have a lot of functions for Excel sheet. Some of them is called financial functions. Some of them is called, let's say, math functions, like average, summation, multiplication. Some of this called logical function, and in the logical function where you will find f. So once you click on f, it will ask you what is the thing that you want to test. So I want to test the stock. Okay. For example, if the stock is greater than the order, if it's true, order, let's say order, and if not, cancel. Which means if I have enough in my stock, I can order, otherwise cancel. Click OK, and then autofill. Look at this. He cancel. Why? Because I have in the stock 8 and the order is 10. He order. Why? Because I have 14 in the stock and the order is 10, and so on. Okay, so it's up to you. For example, I have 60, 55, 50, 45, 99, 100. Those are my student grade. So I want to check. Again, you can type it by yourself, if. And when you type if, open parentheses. Look what I have in this label. They said logical test, comma, if it's true, comma, if it's false. So the logical test is what? G what? G5 is greater than 50, comma, if yes, pass, comma, if no, fail, Close the parentheses and click enter. Oh, I have an error. So it's not G5. Let me rewrite it. Okay. F, open parentheses, G5 greater than 50, comma. Oh, I know why. Good, 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 I have it. Very good that I have this error. If you type something text, you have to put it between double quotation. So I have pass, comma, fail. It should be between double quotation because it's a text. Yeah, it worked. And then autofill. So all the students passed, but this one he did not pass because 45 is not greater than 50. So this is the F, and your professor will show you more and more examples for F. In the third part um, of the lesson, they will show you something called charting with logic, which is if I have something greater than 50 or pass, make it a green, otherwise make it red. So I can see that my student, he failed, especially if I have thousands of students. So I make it red, which is easier to show that he failed. How can I do that? Select, and then we have something called conditional formatting. And conditional formatting is something logically check something and then give it a color or an icon or something else. For example, highlight cell, okay, which is equal to, I want to highlight cell, which is equal to what? Equal to fail. And remember, double quotation. I want to highlight it with red, yellow, green, whatever. So I want to highlight it with red. Oh, why it doesn't work? Again, it doesn't work. So I want to highlight, which is equal to, oh, okay. So this conditional format, I think, work only with numbers. Good also to know. So let's highlight if it's less than. If it's less than 50, highlight it with red. Yes, so it's work with numbers. Okay. Now, or maybe I write fill with, like I misspelling fill. Let me double check again. I want to highlight equal to pass. Oh, okay, without double quotation. So equal to fill without double quotation. Okay. So I use double quotation if I write the equation, but in the conditional format, I did not use it. Good to know. All of those are new updates, by the way. Okay, so anyone who fill, color it with red. Conditional format is very good thing. For example, I have here some expenses. If my expenses in a specific month, it was very, very high, more than 1,000, okay, more than 1,000, so highlight it with red. So I can select, and then conditional format, highlight anything greater than 1,000. Also, conditional format cannot only highlight with color, you can do something called digital bar. Look at this. Okay, so from the first look, I can see that this one has a very, very high expenses. For example, or this one, because this one is a total, I think. Okay, so let me not highlight any totals from here or here. If I highlight this and making a conditional format as a data bar, so I can see that this one is very high and this one is very high compared with the other. Also, conditional, you can do color scale. And color scale, it's exactly something very, very high will be very dark red, something less, it will be like light red, and then dark blue, lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, so it gives me a lot of colors to show the data. Also, you can put some icon set. If it's very high, it will be an arrow to the top, going to the top, and very low, it will be arrow going to the down, and if it's middle, it will be middle, or any other kind of icons. Okay, so this is the conditional formatting. Now, I want you to, before you go to your class, I want you to try the if statement or the if condition format. I want you to create some chart using this conditional format and to complete as much as you can of your task for this week. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.